friends, today we are going to talk about concealing that under eye area. I've had some questions from a few of you and a gentleman on how to do that so you can look your best for events and things that you have coming up. I'm so excited to teach you all about this with our new products too, and just an updated version for 2026. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you love this content so you stay up to date on all my videos, and let's come back and do some under eyes. We cannot talk about under eyes without first talking about under eye prep. And just so you know, it does not matter what age you are, this under eye area is loaded with these tiny little itty bitty crepey lines. Not creepy, can't do anything for creepy, but crepey lines. And so it doesn't matter if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, it doesn't matter. You can age yourself exponentially by not having the right products underneath your eyes. So my first recommendation for everyone is some type of eye cream, because again, when those lines are moisturized, they just look really good. And so if you need a great eye cream, my favorite is our Time Wise. We also have a Time Wise Repair, but anything from the Time Wise line eye cream, I absolutely love. They're really light and hydrating. And when you apply eye cream, you actually want to use your ring finger because it's really, really gentle. And this eye skin is super delicate. I think it's like a quarter thinner than any of the skin you get on your face and bodies, which is kind of wild. So you want to put it here. Don't neglect this area too. There's a ton of real estate between your lashes and your brows. So you kind of want to like dab it down and around in a C shape like that. And this one soaks into your skin really quickly, so it's not going to mess with your eyeshadow game or make it like creasy or greasy or anything like that. If you have really bad under eye puffiness, I would recommend the Mary Kay Hydrogel eye patches. So these are fruit and veggie extracts suspended in a patch, suspended in water. They're incredibly hydrating. They do help just kind of like reduce the look of under eye circles and puffiness. And the best part is it comes with this plastic tool so that you can dig out one of these patches, because otherwise it's kind of like trying to get that one paper plate at a barbecue and you have long fingernails and it's like you end up getting like 6 plates. So these are really good. You just leave them on for like 10 or 15 minutes. The effects from these last a couple days. So if you have really bad puffiness, you don't have to do this every single day, which is really cool. And then the other one, okay, this is one of those gems we do not talk about, or I do not talk about a lot in our Mary Kay line, is the Instant Puffiness Reducer. So this is like a really fun, it looks like a skincare product, and it is for the most part, but it's actually like a cosmetic product. So it's this tiny little cream, and you need a grain of rice. Okay, this particular product will tell you if you're using too much, and you pat it on that under eye area, and it instantly tightens the skin and reduces that puffiness. Like, it's instant. And it does help with under eye circles some too, but the effects from that last about 6 hours. So that's kind of a great product. If you have really, really deep lines on your under eye, I would definitely suggest some of those prep items. The other thing you're gonna need to do this well is 2 different products, okay? You need an under eye corrector and a concealer. Gone are the days where we use concealer that is like 10 shades too light for us. That actually looks chalky and accentuates that area. So often using a color corrector, meaning instead of just covering the under eye circle, you're actually gonna neutralize the tone of it. And peach is one of the best ways to do that. And what's great is if you have light to medium skin, you would be light peach. And if you have darker, like medium to dark, to deep skin, to bronze ebony skin, we have one that's like a really deeper orange, but it helps neutralize that under eye circle area. So I'm going to talk about how to do these in a second. And then you need a concealer that's in your actual skin shade. Okay, and this is tricky because most concealers are coded light 1, light 2, light 3, medium 1, ivory 1. There are concealers do have undertones. So in addition to depth, it's kind of like a foundation. You have to make sure you have the right concealer undertone, in my opinion. And so again, if you're watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, I just blacked out when she said concealers have undertones, you know how to manage all that. Like, that's where I come in, and that's what I love to do, is I love to help you map out your face and get you the right foundation with the right undertone, the right concealer with the right undertone, the right under eye corrector, whatever it is that you need. Maybe you don't even need under eye corrector. That's great too. There is a link in the description of this video where you can work with me and I can help you figure out what your colors would be, which is so helpful. It just like eliminates wasted money and space in your bathroom having colors that don't work for you. So so having each one of these. Now I do have to say, Mary Kay recently changed the formula, and I've been with Mary Kay for over 20 years. I absolutely love their products. They're buildable, they work with each other so well, but these both are loaded with hydrating ingredients and hyaluronic acid. You definitely do not want to be putting things under your eye skin that are chalky, that are dry. And concealers of yesteryear have been increasingly, or were really, really bad in terms of chalkiness, dryness. And so the concealers of today are so much better for brands that have really like innovated in that space. And so these are loaded with hyaluronic acid. Now, because of that, when you store it, you have to store it like this. So if you have like a little container, you want to store it like this versus like this or like this, because it keeps all that hyaluronic acid and hydrating ingredients mixed with the concealer. So you're going to need a concealer, under eye corrector if you have bad under eye circles. You're also going to want probably some kind of tool. Do you have to? No, you could totally use a finger. I really like this brush though. See how it's like tapered this way? It's also tapered this way. So this way and this way. So it actually mimics, look at this, it mimics a finger. So you can really just like get in there. You could also use, this is our blending sponge. I actually just put my foundation on with that. You could use a foundation brush, like you could just use your finger too. Okay, so like whatever tool thing is gonna work for you, but definitely give one of these a try because it's pretty precise. So what I like to do, and I am using Light Peach under eye corrector and Light 2 concealer. I do have Light 3, but Light 3 has a very pink undertone and I have more of a yellow to warm undertone, so Light 2 is my best color. So what I'm going to do is I have the cap off of the under eye corrector and I'm just going to put, you don't need a lot of it, I'm going to put a little bit on my brush, and let me bring you down here so we can really see this. Okay, so what I do is I'm just going to put, I like to just put the under eye corrector that far. So I kind of stopped it right about here. And I'm going to show you why, okay? Now, one thing I do want to mention before we keep going, okay? So I've only put under eye corrector to about here, is if you have a matte foundation, okay? Here's what's cool about makeup. I got to say this first. Here's what's cool about makeup. Try some different things and see what looks the best. That's literally what makeup is. And depending on what you have going on, it might be different for you. But if you find that you're always seeing the lines more than you want to, try not putting foundation under your eyes, especially if you're wearing a matte foundation. I would not put matte foundation in this little watermelon area where all those crepey lines are, because again, that's thicker, it's going to accentuate those. Now I have on, you can see the sheen on my face right now, I have on a luminous foundation, so I did put some underneath my eyes. But again, if you have problems, just try that. Just try doing under eye corrector and concealer in that area and see if you like the vibe. So now I'm going to use on the other side of my brush the concealer. And again, this concealer, so I'm going to start where the under eye corrector stopped, and I'm just going to keep it in that like the top half of an upside down slice of watermelon. I'm not going to fill in that whole area because oftentimes I really don't have super dark circles. I sound so braggy. It's annoying, but I really don't. I have acne, so girl, you probably don't have that. So you want to start here, and again, you're just gonna like work that out. And I actually like to blend this down instead of like up into my eyes. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now, one little fun tip, okay? We're gonna let this just sit for a minute. How many of you put this on and you're like, blah, 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 gotta blend it right away? If you let it sit for a minute, it kind of soaks up some of the juice, we'll call it, and just kind of like helps with the coverage in that area. So if you have a problem where you put it on and you blend right away and you're like, where'd the coverage go? Let it just sit for, girl, just chill, take a deep breath, look on your phone, whatever you got to do. What I'm going to do in the meantime, I'm going to put some of the excess concealer on my eyelid because I haven't done my eyeshadow and stuff yet. I have some appointments and things today. And so yeah, I'm just kind of getting ready for the day. The other great thing, if you have extra under eye corrector, I have some capillaries around my nose, so we're going to go ahead and cover that. And I also have a fun little blemish for the day down here, so I'm just going to put a little bit there. And again, even on my skin down here, I like to let the concealer kind of sit. A little bit of sun damage. Here's what's great about this Mary Kay concealer. You might be like, oh my gosh, Em, like you're using so much concealer. Girl, it's fine. This, like I said, it's so loaded with hydrating ingredients that it's not going to affect anything. Okay, so once you've let this kind of set for a minute, you have options. You could literally, actually I'll just do this with one. You can go in and blend this with your finger like so, okay? That's one way to do it. I like to use either my liquid foundation brush or my sponge. And again, I like to blend it like down onto my cheek. I know that sounds really wild, but I don't want it like up in my eye. I'm also gonna blend out my eyelid. So again, I'm gonna pull it down. And what's great about that too, down and kind of over. So I'm going like this and like this. It pulls it down onto my cheek and just gives my cheeks like a really nice base for cheek color. So there we go. So just a little bit, but look at the sheen on that. Like it just, we're gonna blend this out a little bit and then this little guy here. Okay. And I'm just working some of my foundation around. Okay, now, in the recent, not so recent past, I even have a video about it, okay? I talked a lot about baking, where you take like a translucent powder and you like put a ton underneath your eye. Today we're gonna do something different, and when I say today, I mean in 2026, we wanna keep that area really light. We don't wanna add too much powder and accentuate anything, especially if you're over a certain age, if you're over 40 like me. It just kind of helps keep that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take some of our translucent powder, and if you've never used a translucent powder, it's just clear powder. It looks white, but it's clear. I put a little bit on. And actually, I like to do a layer all over my face. Now, you might be like, well, Emily, why do you wear luminous foundation and then put powder over it? Because first off, luminous foundation is good if you have drier skin, which I do, so it has some of that jojoba oil and some different ingredients in it that keep my skin hydrated throughout the day. And this translucent powder doesn't give you, I mean, you can still see like I kind of have a dewy look. It doesn't make your face super duper matte, which I like too. So I'm going to take a big poofy brush. Now, the poofier your brush, the less the amount of powder is going to go on your under eye. So if you feel like, if you're someone who gets really, like, I don't know, at Hot Mess Express, meaning like everything from up here ends up down here at the end of the day, you might want to use like a smaller brush to put a little extra powder. It just means you kind of have oilier eyelids. I know, it's no fun. But I like to use a poofy brush when I close my eye and I just powder, and I kind of use, instead of a wiping motion, I like to use more of a dabbing motion just to kind of set that under eye stuff into my eye. But yeah, it just creates a nice little base. Now, if you look at it and you're like, oh my gosh, I can still see some of it, you can always go back. I feel like mine's fine. Like I said, I don't really have super under eye circles or puffiness, which is kind of great. So it just gives you that really flawless look. So my advice, okay, try some different things. Also, if you want to get expert level, do all your foundation and concealer from here up, do your eyeshadow, and then do your under eye corrector and foundation from here down, because how many of you get, you know, different products, whether it's mascara ends up down here or eyeshadow ends up down here, that just kind of gives you, you know, that's if you're wanting to look like extra, extra good for, you know, maybe you have an event that day or something. But just doing like the basic under eye corrector for every day is great. So I'm going to finish putting on the rest of my eye makeup and mascara, and then I'm going to be ready to go for the day. I have some fun client appointments today where I'm working with people on perfumes, I'm working with people on foundation and flawless face and skincare. watching, and I hope this helps you, give you some permission at least to try some different things underneath your eyes. Try some different eye creams, try some eye patches, try puffing introducer, try making sure you have your concealer in the right undertone is huge too. So thank you so much.